Bugs, 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 but we are coming close to a new update, I guess. Green Goblin No Way Home style by Coss. Deadpool Spring Cleaning ends today in the arena, but make sure as well to spend the doubloons by tomorrow. Cheaters and better ways of reporting them need to be done in Battlegrounds, and much, much more. What's up, everybody? 'Tis but a new week here in the world, and as well Marvel Contest of Champions related stuff. Make sure to do the usual, hit the like button, subscribe with post notifications on all, thank you very much. Now let's get down to business. Okay, so at the moment, as a lot of you know, in Arena, we've got this arena ending very shortly, the Deliciously Maple Arena. If you haven't done it, my god, you got to get your grind on now. So this video will probably come out midway through UK time, which means that you've probably got like 5-6 hours time to kind of get this done. It is important to get it done, because, you know, it's free stuff, free doubloons. You get your 150k free doubloons and you go into the store. If you get the doubloons, you don't have to worry about spending it until tomorrow. So that's something to point out. You've got a little bit of time to make that decision of what you want to buy. I already know what I'm going to buy. We've done a couple of videos on this on the channel, mainly one video that was posted on Saturday about this. So yeah, go and check that out. And yeah, there's loads of like nice stuff, regardless of where you are, position-wise, that you can pick up something okay. At least kind of gives you, if you are non-spending like myself and many people are, you can make those decisions. And if you're holding out on kind of like if you're a spender and you kind of like, oh, I don't know where to kind of spend my doubloons, then I'm sure there's going to be something there for you. It's just going to be a case of what do you need right now. Check your inventory, check your shards, check to see whether or not you get, if you go over the certain amount, that it's like, okay, well, I've got 5,000 6-star shards. If I get an additional 5,000, then that's great, I get to form. But if you're like, oh, well, this gives me 7,500 6-star shards, it's like, well, I don't really need that unless I'm pushing for something like a featured. So yeah, make those decisions. The same thing with fragments when it comes to cat. Also, so a lot of people questioning about the Deadpool arena. Now, I'm not spending, so it doesn't really kind of concern me, but it definitely was something that was asked, of a question of how many points people are putting in for the Deadpool arena. I don't know if this is still going at this point. As I said, I'm not buying anything in game, so I wouldn't know. But it would look like people are putting in a great amount. Last time was around 300. You know, people might have been grinding out a bit more. So yeah, I think someone even said like that was near 500 mark, probably around 2,500 somewhere. So yeah, people are grinding. So I have a shot getting 5-star over 1,000 points. I'm sweating with all the grinding. So yeah, if it's still going on, I'm sure people are grinding out right now. And yeah, some people even saying like 500 is safe. 1.4k now. Someone said they spent 10,000 units. I don't know. I don't really kind of like say that's kind of like advisable. But yeah, interesting to see when we see the results for this. But yeah, good luck to anybody that did that arena. Next up, and shout out to Coss. So Nick has put together an amazing Green Goblin steampunk or Spider-Man No Way Home version, wherever you want to describe it. But yeah, I'm always really impressed with what Nick puts out. This is really, really well done. I mean, look, it's just, it's there. It's William Dafoe. It's the William Dafoe model, which would have been great to see at MCOC. Go and check this out, link in the description. It's a hell of a fun video. And now, onto a quick one about bugs. As a lot of you know, bugs have been a problem in this game over the last week. Actually, more than that, for a good chunk of the month. Some of this incredibly disappointing to see is bugs that aren't really addressed by hot fixes that come in and seem to be like waited out until the next update to be sorted. One of this case and facts is, first one is the missing items in big crystals being opened, especially when it comes to arena crystals, and I think this has just recently happened in the last few days with gold pool crystals and gold crystals. So it's not just, say, the arena crystals, it's other ones as well. This can be very misleading, especially for someone like myself who was doing a video series which was about RNG wars. And in particular, when I open up and tried to see if I get more units, better RNG luck, and it was just a fun little thing, nothing really serious, but fun to see whether or not one player's RNG is better than the others in a fun little video. I think I probably explained that just in that moment. But yeah, it's disappointing to go like, oh, you got 300 units. No, you didn't. You only got 100 units. And that can be really annoying and a massive visual glitch. The same thing can be said with another bug, which we're going to look into in a minute, which is this one, which is the timeout bug. The timeout bug stretches as far as the eye can see back to a very long time ago. In fact, March 23rd, it seemed to be posted by a few people, and it's definitely something that's kind of continued on to a point where even Kabam are saying now, well, they're not saying now, they've been saying this for the last week or so, hey there, the team is aware of this issue and actively working on a fix. As soon as we have an update to share this, we'll sure to let everyone know an update known issues thread. Now, if you look in game right at the moment, we have of the new event 9 days and 8 hours left. In all actuality, let's be absolutely clear here. This is not going to be fixed until the new update, which is likely next week. So what does it usually come in a week from today? Like Monday, the 20th, 30th? Yeah, the 2nd, sorry. It'll be the 2nd of May that is likely we will see this. So yeah, that's a big problem to see all these kind of little issues not being really addressed. It'd be good to see if this was sorted out this week, but like let's be honest, like it's just a new update. Like that's really it. It's waiting an entire month for these problems to be resolved. So yeah, if you're looking to see like when some of these bugs will be addressed, well, without any kind of information, and we may have it like at the end of the week, we may have new release note information. It's weird to think that we've had a complete month just kind of like go boom just like that. But yeah, it's just a case like that's when you're going to see the fix, more than likely next week. But we'll see what happens with the release notes. And now we turn our attention to Battlegrounds. Two things that come up from Battlegrounds which is important. Number one is the cheating, which is still rampant, as someone said. So with the Battleground modding rampant, is there a way for Kabam can deal with easier to report a player? Okay, very, very good point. When the biggest problem at the moment is you have to go to the cog, which is the so if like in game right now, and we go over this several times. If you don't know how to kind of like do a support ticket, you go to your cog in the left hand corner, you go down to support, you click on that, and you get options of how to leave a support ticket. But I do agree that with Battlegrounds, it's important to have something maybe at the end that's able to just report something for a player, which is very, very important, because there could be somebody, and we've definitely seen it, that people have cheated and need to be reported. I don't think, sadly, it's as easy as, and I agree with the bear. It would be good to have an automatic system to figure out if someone is cheating, especially with Safeguard. I don't think Kabam have the technology to do it. If they had the technology to do that, or do it in more of a kind of and that's the biggest problem that comes out. Secondary problem to this is if it's not like a live detection thing, like as soon as it kind of like mid-match, like start the match, like okay, well that's kind of like breached Safeguard kind of like node in its damage, ban. It's like it's not. Command never operate in that kind of instant ban situation where say there's PC games that are able to do it. I don't think it's in there to a degree with mobile. It could be with games like Call of Duty Mobile, maybe Fortnite Mobile, Apex Legends might have it in when the game's released soon. I don't know if that kind of like technology is really there for Kabam, especially in the way that they kind of like have the game. I don't want to speculate on that because I don't know how they operate. Kabam, you think you know how they operate, and then they just kind of do stuff that makes you kind of think, no, I have no idea what you're doing half the time. But look. The other side of things, Safeguard, and we did say about this, Safeguard is a great node to put in. Some people don't like it, but anytime like you see something that bypasses, like you must be really dumb to be using a hack and a mod in safeguarding, with Safeguard being a node, because it's like you're gonna ping up on Kabam's radar really, really quickly because you're using that cheat. And it's like, why do that? But I suppose then some people are just kind of either creating new accounts for the purpose of doing this, because it could be anybody can access it in order to try it out. I don't really know. Maybe as well the bans aren't too that hefty, so if like if someone gets a 24-hour ban, it's like, well, it's a little slap on the wrist, isn't it? It's like there's nothing to it. You'll be back before you know it and doing whatever you want in game. That's what it is. But yeah, like what Kabam plan to do is, and in fact, sadly, it's just the same. Or matchmaking needs to be based on prestige. I don't know. That will be up to Kabam. it's a game mode that's going to take some time for Kabam to get right. We're on a second beta, but I think there's going to have to be more that needs to be done with this down the line. There's a lot of things that the scoring system is very wonky, and I just don't know at times it's going to be that great. I think it's going to be good, but I don't think it's going to be a great game mode just yet. That's what we've got these betas for, and that's why we got feedback. In any case, we'll pass on feedback to the rest of the team, but right now we would ask that if you have any reason to believe anyone may be cheating, send details to ticket to our support team. We already have some measures in place to deal with unfair play, though for obvious reasons I can't get into specifics, but having more details like the approximate date, time and what you saw can be helpful for the team to investigate investigations. We also try to be as thorough as possible and have that extra info to give us another data point sometimes to help speed the process a bit. We'll still pass along the feedback and ideas, but there are a few substitutes for more data and details. The only thing, but there's another kind of like key thing. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, and that's how like the leaderboard system works and ranked. Because here's the thing, right? If you lose points, ranked points, what happens after you lose? Because you've lost to a cheater. That's right, your points go missing. So what Kabam will have to do is, and this will be a massive amount of like work for Kabam, they will have to start refunding ranked points. Because you can't be at a loss for those points. So this is something Kabam need to deal with. If someone's affected by a cheater, it is imperative that they still keep the integrity of fairness and the competitive element of this game mode, the same way that they do stuff with war and war rating and season, because they deduct points there. So here's the thing, they have to give points back to those that have been cheated out of those points. So there's a lot of work still to do with Battlegrounds, and as I said, it's a good game mode, but it's not a great game mode, and it needs a lot of work from Kabam to kind of get this right, and we're definitely seeing a lot of pitfalls they need to address before the game mode goes live in game. Definitely from my interests perspective, there's a lot of work still to do. Okay, it's results time. The results for Knull are as follows. 89.3 mil was enough. Position 100. 89.3 mil. My God. I was out actually, I think by 4 mil something. 4 or 5 mil, my prediction. Bit of a tough one with this arena because it's either going to go ridiculously high or it will go normalized. Kitty Pride and Hercules Arena for an example of which. But look, you know, if you wanted to pick up a cheeky little 5-star, 22.06 was enough. Position 500. But look, shout out to everybody as well that put information in the Discord in the arena results section. And as well, Docock, well, look, I didn't have any 5-star information, but 60 mil for position 79 could mean that we see a lower cutoff for that champion, which is a good champion, by the way. So what are we doing with the predictions? Well, 90 mil for 6-star Knull seems wise. 24 mil for 5-star Knull seems wise. 6-star Docock, 58 mil. Seems wise, and 5-star Doc 20 mil. Seems like that's gonna be the thing. So those are my predictions and the results for the round 1 and round 2 respectively of the arena. And we end now as we normally do by saying thanks to those that support the channel as a YouTube member and as a patron. Also those that support on twitch.tv/RichTheMan live. Not quite sure about what I'm doing this week because I do have a lot of non-YouTube related and streaming related work to do, so I'll let you know whether or not I'm streaming, but it'll be a surprise, so keep vigilant and those things. Make sure to check out some other content which will be located on screen right now, and I'll see you in a second video for today, whenever that will be, you lovely peoples with your lovely faces. Okay, bye.